Hello, this is Michael Williams. It's wonderful to see you here today. What we're going to be looking at today is how you can guarantee your success in improving your speech by setting your expectations to one. Now, I know you're wondering, what are you talking about? So let me just explain. For many of you watching this video, you've tried lots of different things, and many of you, obviously, because you're watching this video, have been trying the Pro 90D speech system in one way or another. The self-study, you've been watching the YouTube videos, you've read the guide. Let me explain. You've even tried or done coaching. So let me explain to you kind of a secret to being successful and not just improving your speech, but in many other ways. And one of those secrets has to do with your expectations. You see, what happens is when our expectations are unmet, we can become discouraged, we can become disillusioned, we can lose hope, we can become frustrated, and we can often just give up, right? And so in order to keep this from happening, what we have to do is manage our expectations. Now, I know we all expect the best from ourselves, right? We want the best and we expect the best. But what can happen is when we have unrealistic expectations, then our expectations for ourselves, that is what we want for ourselves, can actually work against us. So I'm going to be sharing with you just one little secret that can help you change all that. And this can be the difference. This one secret can be the difference between your success or failure, right? Your success or your non-success. And that is to reset your expectations to one. Now, what do I mean by this? I want you to listen to me. I want you to follow me here. When we say reset your expectations or set your expectations to one, what we're saying is that you look for the smallest success, just one success. I'm going to give you a specific example, but you look for one little success. Many people say, oh, okay, well, in 8 weeks or in 90 days or in 3 days or whatever it is, I'm going to be stutter-free, right? Or in 6 months or whatever, I'm not going to stutter anymore. If you notice, if you've been studying or if you're aware of the Pro 90D approach, you know that it's not about treating stuttering. It's not even about stopping stuttering. Now, I know you see where I have how to stop stammering or how to stop stuttering. That's because that's what people are looking for. So therefore, no one would ever find me if I didn't put how to stop stuttering. But what we're actually doing, I know someone says that's deceptive advertisement. No, what it is it's helping people find this resource. And the resource is not to help you to stop stuttering. It's to help you to start speaking more smoothly, more clearly, more fluently, more confidently. I want you to think about that. Do you really want to stop stuttering? Yes, some people, they want to stop stuttering. Well, that's great, but I want to work with people who want to speak smoothly, who want to speak clearly, who want to speak confidently, who want to be awesome, amazing speakers, want to be excellent speakers. So the truth is, I don't really want to work with people who just want to stop stuttering, because it's a whole different mindset. In fact, if you just want to stop stuttering, what that is that's a negative goal. And you're going to have a very rough road ahead of you if you just want to stop stuttering. I'm not saying it's not possible, because it absolutely is. But for the average person who's been stuttering for a long time, a better goal, and in fact, in many ways, a more intelligent goal, is to actually focus on how can I start speaking smoother? How can I start being able to say what I want to say when I want to say? How can I start being able to articulate my thoughts clearly and intelligently? Not how to avoid stuttering. That's a negative goal. If you focus on a negative goal, you're actually going to get that which you are trying to avoid. So if you try to focus on how to stop stuttering, you're going to get more stuttering. Okay? Because your mind is focused on how to stop doing something. And in order to understand what it is that it needs to stop doing, it actually needs to focus on that thing that it's trying to avoid. So if you're trying to avoid thinking about a purple elephant. I want you not to think of a purple elephant. Do not think of a purple elephant. Stop thinking of a purple elephant. Now, the average person, in order to not think of a purple elephant, you first had to have a reference. What's a purple elephant? What does a purple elephant look like? So you had to conjure up the image in your mind before you could not think about it. And every time you tried to not think about it, you had to reference it. So it's the same thing, right? We want you to focus on what you do want. You want to speak smoother. You want to speak more clearly. You want to speak fluently. You want to speak confidently. You don't really want to not stutter, right? Now, I know there's some people that just want to do that. But again, the Pro 90 speech system is really not for you. If that's what you're looking for, then probably it's best for you not to look at these resources, because they're really geared towards people that have a positive goal. And I'm very, very serious about that, okay? So that's why a lot of people are out there frustrated. Well, I thought he said this. Well, no, this is really to help you start speaking smoothly, clearly, and confidently. Okay, so how do you do that? You have to change, you have to reset your expectations. You have to set your expectations to 1. By 1, I mean, say you're in a conversation and you're working on your speech. You have to be systematically working on your speech, improving your speech. That means, how can I speak smoothly? What does that look like? What does that sound like? What does that feel like? How can I speak clearly? What does that look like? What does that sound like? Is there anyone else around that does it? How can I be and feel and speak more confidently? What does that look like? Once you know what it looks like, then you can achieve it. Once you know what it looks like, and then you understand the steps to get there, then you can achieve it, right? So let's say that you're in a conversation, and what you want to do, set your expectations to 1. That means you want to say in this conversation, I just want to improve during the first 30 seconds or 1 minute of this conversation. That's it. The rest of the time I may screw up. But if I can just improve the first 30 seconds or the first minute, then I've succeeded, right? If I can speak 1 minute smoother than I did yesterday or than I did earlier today, then that's a success. Because whatever I did to speak smoother that 1 minute, or those 30 seconds, well, I can expand that by another few seconds, by another minute. Does that make sense? So you set yourself up to win by setting your expectations to 1. You set your expectations real low and you achieve success. If you do this for about 18 days, about 3 weeks, you set your expectations to 1 and you say, I'm going to have a conversation and I'm going to just try to speak just a little smoother. And so you set your expectation to 1. I'm going to speak a little smoother for just a minute, just 30 seconds, just 2 minutes, just 5 minutes. And then I'm going to celebrate that success. No matter how I speak the rest of the time, I'm going to celebrate the success of how I spoke that 1 minute, or whatever the number or the amount of time is that you've set for yourself. And once you've created the habit of success, that is, of being successful, of achieving success, then you're going to be able to expand that. You're going to automatically start to say, okay, I can do that for 1 minute, and I can do it for 2 minutes. I can do it for 5, do it for 10, I can do it for an entire conversation. But if you say, oh, okay, I'm working on this program, I'm working on the Pro 90D speech system, or doing the coaching or whatever, well, I should be able to speak smoothly all the time now, right? That's unrealistic, right? Even sometimes I get stuck. I've been doing this for decades. It doesn't matter if I get stuck. Everyone gets stuck. So what? I get stuck. Okay, was I rushing? Was there something going on? Am I tired? Okay, whatever it is, if I can fix that, fix it. If not, just let it go. It's a bump in the road, right? So I want you to know that your expectations are going to determine your success. It doesn't mean you're lowering your expectations for yourself in the sense of you don't expect much of yourself. It means you're lowering your expectations to build momentum, to accumulate success. Now, the next thing that you have to do once you've set your expectations, 1, is you have to look for and celebrate those successes. We tend to default to the negative. Oh, yeah, well, I spoke a little smoother for 30 seconds or for a minute, but then the rest of the time it was just screwed up, it was embarrassing. Well, it was like that before you started, right? But if you spoke a little smoother, then that means you made an advancement. That means you You did something to improve your speech, something that you had control over. You celebrate that. You have to have this kind of an optimistic, constructive, positive, forward-thinking view, because if not, you will become very frustrated and often give up. And I see it happen too many times. So I have a client, and you're going to see his video. You're going to see his before video. You're going to probably hear from some people that knew how he spoke before his whole life, right? Decades. And then you're going to talk to him, and you're going to see how he speaks now. And he's still working on it. Not every speaking situation in his life goes smoothly, but he's made an incredible leap forward. People are just don't believe how well he's speaking. But you know why? Yes, he's doing the work. He's got a system. We've been working together, but it's because of his expectations. He gets out there, and especially in the beginning, he's just messed up. He's gotten stuck. Same situations he used to always, but he kept doing it, kept getting a little better, right? Sometimes he'd get better and then revert back a little bit, but he kept doing it because he knows it's a process. He knows that our brains don't change overnight. He knows it takes time for our brains to grow. And because he had this expectation, set his expectations down to one, okay, if I can just do a little better, I'm going to keep at this because I know eventually it's going to click. And now it's starting to click for him. He's building momentum. He's building those connections. He's growing his brain. He's changing his identity. And it's starting to accumulate just within 3 months. Some people say, oh, well, you should be able to do that quicker. Well, try it. That's all I can say. Try it and see if it lasts. If someone says that you should be able to do this in a couple of days or a few days, absolutely go try it. If it works for you, thumbs up, great. If it doesn't work for you, come back and talk to me, and we'll look at a longer term system for you that can work for you, okay? So I'm going to wrap up here because all that I wanted to do in this video is to introduce to you the importance of setting your expectations to 1 and understanding that you are going to screw up, you're going to fail, you're going to have struggles with your speech. It's normal in this process. All you're looking for, little successes, just small successes. And as you create them and you look for them and you catalog them, right, they will begin to grow. They'll begin to multiply. They'll begin to accumulate, okay? And once this starts to happen, you're going to get real excited. You're going to be more encouraged. But if you look for, oh, well, I should be able to speak like this. In another video, I want to talk about comparing yourself with other people. Oh, why can't I speak like this guy, this person, she speaks really well. Why can't I? Oh, that's going to take you down too. So right now, we're just talking about setting your expectations to 1. Just going to speak a little better. I've been messing up all these years. You can call it messing up, or you can just stay struggling with your speech, whatever you want to call it, right? I know some people are going to be real sensitive to that, but hey, I have struggled with my speech, and sometimes, again, I still mess up, so I can call it whatever I want. And as I say, so you struggle with your speech, you fumble over your words, whatever. Get over it. It happens. It's probably going to happen the rest of your life. You're going to struggle with your speech to a degree because everyone does. Everyone fumbles over words. They get stuck. They don't speak as smoothly. I'm talking about everyone, not just people who stutter or stammer. I'm talking about people who don't. They struggle with their speech. So are you. So am I. Doesn't matter. What matters is that if you have a goal of speaking smoothly and clearly and calmly and confidently, then you're going to reach that goal. Many of my clients win speaking competitions. They get better jobs. They have better relationships. You can too. You can too. But you got to be willing to be patient and work hard. It's not easy. If you're looking for something that's easy, this is not it. Don't just turn this video off. Don't even watch it again. But if you're willing to work hard, if you're a winner and you're willing to work hard, then this is the process for you. So you got to be mature, you got to be patient, you got to understand this is a long-term thing. By long-term, I don't mean it's going to necessarily take you a long time to see results. I just mean you got to look at the long-term that, hey, if I want to become an excellent speaker, It's going to take me a while. It's not going to take a couple of days or a couple of weeks. Some people begin seeing results immediately or within a few weeks, but you need to have the long-term view. Set your expectations to one. So I want to invite you to a couple of things. One, take a look at our self-study, and you can visit our website. And if you just type in self-study premium, it's going to redirect you to our new mobile application, okay? And that's the one that you want to get now. You also, for those of you that are ready, that want to work with me one-on-one, you're going to want to take a look at this link here, say what you want to say. That's going to direct you to a breakthrough session one-on-one with me. But I've got something new that we're working on right now, and we're enrolling for it, and it's our group self-study. It's only going to be 6 spaces because I'm going to be able to work with each person individually. There's no need to be embarrassed because everyone there is struggling with the same thing. That's one of the things you have to get over if you want to improve your speech. You have to learn how to speak and work in front of people, right? That's what this is all about. If you don't want to do that, again, this is not the right system for you, okay? This is not for babies. This is for people who are serious about working on their speech and are willing to challenge themselves and work with someone who can walk you through that. So, small group, it's just going to be us. We're going to be working together, and it's a third of the price. So, my private coaching is $29.97 for 8 weeks, $39.97 for 12 weeks. This is $9.97 for 8 weeks. We're going to meet once a week for anywhere from an hour to 90 minutes, 6 people. If it's something you're interested in, then you need to contact me. Visit my website at pro90d.com and email me because I'm starting to enroll right now. And as you can imagine with this pricing, those seats are not going to last very long. That's not false urgency. It's just 6 people. And once this session is over, then we'll open up a new session. So go ahead and contact me on this. We're going to have a deadline. I'll be posting that soon. But if you're interested in getting that kind of just like one-on-one coaching, just be in a small group, and you get the dynamics of a group, so you get to actually practice with each other, you get to learn from each other, you get to work with people who can actually create an environment where you're under a little pressure that can help you use what we're practicing. So you're going to want to probably check this out, okay? Thank you once again. My name is Michael Williams. Visit me, pro90d.com, and any questions about links or anything that maybe didn't understand, just go to that website, click the little bubble down in the right-hand corner, or click the contact us, and I'll get back with you, okay? Thank you. We'll see you soon.